This is a butterfly egg, and over the next 30 days, it's going to transform into something completely unrecognizable. We will see every stage of its life. So, get ready for the secret life of a butterfly. I started out with 2 caterpillar eggs. They laid on their leaf attached with silk glue. As you can see, the tiny pinhead-sized caterpillar crawls out of its egg and immediately eats its egg for extra nutrients. I'm going to name him Wilbur. The one that just hatched next, I named Wyatt. It was now time to build their home, but this was not going to be a home just for the Monarch caterpillars. I ordered 5 more caterpillars on Amazon. These are painted lady caterpillars, and they are much larger than the Monarchs at the moment. But it won't always be like this. First, I started off with a tank. The next step is to add soil, and I flattened it out nicely. Of course, the caterpillars need something to eat, so I went to a group of pesticide-free mallow plants and collected those. I got a whole bucket of them. I also grabbed some milkweed for the Monarchs. You see, butterflies cannot eat any plant they want. Specific species of butterflies require specific host plants. The Monarch caterpillar can only eat one host plant, which is milkweed. Painted lady caterpillars require mallow or hollyhock. I looked at my work. It definitely looks trampled, but don't worry, the caterpillars don't mind. I also added springtails and isopods into the ecosystem so that they would eat the mold and keep the environment healthy for the caterpillars. This is the cup the painted ladies were advertised to live in. I decided to try an experiment, so I kept half of the caterpillars in the cup and put half of the new ones in the ecosystem. That way, I could see which one grew faster and were healthier. It had been a few days and the Monarch caterpillars had lost the black markings on their head after shedding their skin and had gained stripes. Wilbur already has a strong appetite and will increase his size 3,000 times. Monarch caterpillars make one of the most incredible migrations on Earth. The journey is so long, it takes 4 generations to complete the full trip between Mexico and the north. The final generation is different. They live longer, store more energy, and fly the entire way back on their own. This all begins with milkweed, their host plant, which triggers the change that prepare them for that journey. Please ignore my hand positions. It was quite hard to film. These caterpillars are so smooshable, so I have to be very gentle. Oh good, a soft leaf caught her. What a clumsy caterpillar! We will name her Susan. She immediately began eating. How they know what to eat even though this is the first time ever seeing a plant is incredible. I waited a few days without any interference. Day 6, I held Wilbur on my hand for the first time. He is so cute. I don't think I've ever found any insect this cute before. But look at those little ears. The painted ladies, on the other hand, had had a massive growth spurt. They had long fuzzy spikes and had become quite large. On day 7, the first painted lady went into the chrysalis, but unfortunately I missed it. If we go back to the challenge though, I caught the cup group going into their chrysalises. All of the caterpillars in the planted ecosystem went into chrysalises faster, which means that they had grown up more quickly. Their skin slides off to reveal the chrysalis below. It's like an alien. Look at how it moves on its own. This is real time, and I am not speeding it up at all. This is what a chrysalis looks like, and it had fallen from its place, so I hot glued it with a safety pin and placed it back in the tank. Hopefully it makes it. It's so crazy to see how fast these little caterpillars have grown from only 1 week ago. 1 week later, Wilbur showed that he was about to go into his chrysalis, and so I moved him into a separate jar to film his process easily. He crawls up a little stick and then crawls around to decide the right spot. He mounts his back toes with silk to the lid and performs a bunch of crunches, and then... Did you see that? Watch this again. He sheds his skin for the final time. Wyatt is the last caterpillar to go into his chrysalis. He was growing very nicely and getting quite plump, but before he did, the first painted lady hatched. It's the one we helped with hot glue. She pushes with all of her might. When she comes out, her wings are wet, so she hides under a stick to dry them. If they don't dry properly, she will never be able to fly. She almost slipped. This must be clumsy Susan from the beginning. She did eventually fall, but not before her wings dried. I placed her on a flower so she could taste her first meal. Look at how she moves her tongue around. Do you think she's playing with it? It's all so new to her. She spreads out her wings to warm them by the sun. As I was readjusting my camera, I missed her first flight, unfortunately. Bye, Susan. Don't be a stranger. The next takeoff I did catch though. The final lady butterfly in the chosen tank made me heartbroken though. This caterpillar was not able to make it out of its chrysalis correctly. Its abdomen was still stuck inside, and so the wings did not dry correctly either. I tried raising the humidity in the tank and then manually helped it remove itself. By the next morning, it was still bleeding, and the kindest thing to do was euthanize it in the freezer. After this, another terrible discovery was made. When the first cup butterfly hatched, she fell from inside and her wings dried incorrectly. She tried to fly, but they were too badly malformed. It broke my heart, for she had to be euthanized as well. Thankfully, the rest of the cup butterflies hatched and I let them all go one by one. Now it's time to move on to the monarchs. I filmed for 7 hours straight, and I didn't catch anything of Wilbur's hatching, except this. As you can see here, the chrysalis begins detaching from the body of the monarch inside. Let us take a moment to look at the beauty of this incredible animal. Those white speckles on his fur, the beautiful orange on the delicate yet strong and graceful wing. It makes you wonder if something this detailed could ever really have been an accident. And there, he's off to his new life. I was wondering what was taking so long with Wyatt when I saw a little movement. He pushes with all of his strength as he rips the skin that protected him. After his wings dried, I took him outside. When I hold a butterfly, I never touch its wings because they have a special dust that allows them to fly. If my oils get onto the wings, it will weigh them down. He is simply sitting on my finger and I'm not grabbing him. Goodbye, Wyatt. Have an amazing life. This has been such an incredible experience raising these butterflies from egg, highlighting their fascinating life changes, and finally saying goodbye as they carry on to their new life. I have a lot of very cool videos coming out soon, so hit subscribe if you don't want to miss out. I'll see you in the next one.